Remastered again, and I wanted to go ahead and maybe start on Bioshock 2. Obviously, this game's going to have some better graphics and everything because it came out a little while later after Bioshock 1, which Bioshock 1 I think came out in 2009, so the second game came out a little while later, obviously. So, alright, let's go ahead and get started. I probably won't play this one quite as much tonight. Probably leave this one for uh, upcoming nights, but I wanted to, like I said, go ahead and get started just because this is a very I don't want to say it's a completely different game because it's really not. You're still in Rapture, although I think the time period is slightly different than what it was in the first game, and it's actually later after the main character in the first game leaves, and I think the good ending, the one that you actually saw me play in the first game, is the one that's part of the story canon going forward, if I'm not mistaken. So, um, in any case, so this is a different game in that we don't play as a normal player in this, and you'll definitely see what I mean here shortly. So, I'm gonna go with hard on this one. I'll probably die a lot, but that's okay. Oh, good tip. Press C to crouch. I never did change that on the last game, on Bioshock. I normally change that to control. Time to watch the story. So you see immediately now we are looking through the eyes of a Big Daddy.
Look, Daddy, it's you. Let's go out to play, Daddy.
See, he looks a little different from the Big Daddies in the first game. There's a reason for that. As we'll find out later, I believe he's in what's called an Alpha series. So this little sister that he's bonded to is a particular little sister. He doesn't just bond to any.
More angels, Daddy. This way.
So this is obviously Rapture in its prime.
Come with us, little girl.
You want some, big guy? Bigger they are, harder they are! Get out of here, freak!
There we are. He's perfectly safe now. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine. Now, kneel, please. Remove your helmet. Now, take the pistol. Place it against your head. Fire.
So, pretty cool intro.
me. You're sick.
I've actually got, I think I might have the mouse sensitivity turned down just a little too much. So let's turn it back to what it was. It was like 0.4 or something. Let's try that. See how that does. That's a little bit better. I can't believe that how far up that sensitivity goes. That seems like a little amazing that anybody would play it at that, but so gotta go through, you know, the typical this is how you move your character tutorial. Now that's definitely new.
I need this. Do you hear me?
Lesson 1, Mop Jockeys. You are under the ocean now. If you feel the soft patter of rain on your hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead generator with a direct spark, but clear the guests out of the pool first. Scares these rich pricks to watch a working stiff hurling thunderbolts. You follow me?
Alright, so actually was not paying attention in that video, so
See? Incurable. Just like I said. Sacrifice, we all must.
of course now I gotta get used to all the different buttons because of course they don't use the same. Alright, so let's see.
Lesson 1, Mop Jockeys. You
Well, I
are
thought
under
maybe,
the
oh
ocean
well,
now.
it's written
If
right
you
there,
feel
so
the soft patter of rain on your
1540.
hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead generator with a direct spark, but clear the guests out of the pool first. Scares these rich pricks.
My husband is such a perfect idiot. Throws away all his spending money on gene tonics to affect a look of physical fitness. So he'll have an excuse to sit on his rear all day listening to radio serials. Steven, I tell him, you want to be fit? Come swim laps with me, the old-fashioned way. It's your mind that's atrophying. Maybe I'll start sneaking some brain boost into his daily regimen.
Father. We are growing. Many changes will be flowing. If you wanna be amazing, see the flowers we are raising.
Daddy was sleeping for such a long time, and Eleanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better. Daddy!
So one thing you'll notice here, like the big daddies in the first game don't use plasmids. That's one of the things that makes the Alpha series different.
See?
Some good at once. It's priceless.
Oops, maybe I went the wrong way. Guess I wasn't supposed to come all the way back here. I do really love just the environment. They did such a good job on these games and coming up with this whole idea. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do now. Shock the big glowy thing.
At last, a signal. You, who are bringing this dead city to life, listen. My name, it is Tannenbaum. I know who you are, and I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express train station.
Oh, well, we can't go very far in this game without checking the bathrooms like we did in the first.
To my daughter, Eleanor, soon you will be born, and Rapture will be your home. You shall be raised as I was, to advance the common good through social psychiatry. This city's potential is immeasurable, Eleanor, yet our beliefs are unwelcome here. Life will be difficult, but the price of revolution is always dear. If we are patient with her, Rapture will come to us. This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, you are not alone. Think of me not as leader, but as mother to the Rapture family. I am back in Rapture after so many years. The little ones I rescued are grown up, and think of me no more. After what I once did to them, it was a joy to be forgotten. But now, all around the world, children vanish by the sea, kidnapped. And so I return, in fear of what I already know. Someone is making new little ones, continuing my work, my sins. Even if I am to die for it, I must stop them.
Oh, first weapon, I get a rivet gun.
For Eleanor and for the family.
Yeah, I gotta stop trying to hit the E button all the time to pick stuff up. It's a bad habit now that I've been playing the first game. I guess I could change the controls on here, but I'll probably get used to it quickly enough.
Barely made it down alive. But here it is. And it's real. Rapture. This is where that thing took my poor baby girl. From what I saw in the sub, most of the city's in ruins. But there were lights here and there. And shapes. Moving. I'm rambling. Scared, I guess. But maybe, if if I find this Dr. Lamb I keep hearing over the PA, I'll find Cindy too.
So yeah, we're getting an idea of game setup here, or story setup. This is the first bit of this story where Rapture was still alive and well. Obviously, it happened quite a while ago, and Lamb, they used to hypnotize Big Daddy on you to make you obey, and then she told you to shoot yourself. So that should have been the end of you, but somehow you got resurrected in a Vita chamber, and or Vita chamber, I guess, and it's obviously now quite a bit later. It's in fact after the first game by quite a bit, to the point where I'd say it's after even the ending, where you see the how you end up with the little sisters, and you know that they're there with you on your deathbed as far as the main character in the first game. So this one is quite a bit later after the first game, and little girls are disappearing along the shore of the ocean, and Tenenbaum has actually come back after the first game to see what's going on.
Daddy, Big Sister doesn't want you playing with me.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, Big Sister is always watching. To steal Adam is to steal from the Rapture family. Your family.
So yeah, Big Sister, pain in the ass. And we've seen Big Daddies around already, so it's not like they're not around, but definitely seems like the Big Sisters are serving like as the function of what the Big Daddies did in the first game, protecting the little sisters. Uh-oh. See, this is why we can't have nice things.
In that suit, even the ocean cannot harm you. This is good. But Rapture is the death of many great men. Alone, you will not last long. You can still reach the train station. Find me there.
So, kind of a cool thing, I didn't actually stream it, but there's a museum function in the first game after you beat it to where you can go through and actually look at a bunch of concept art and 3D models of the game. Or stuff that didn't make it into the game. And this Big Daddy that you see in here actually was one of them. In the original game, he was going to be one that actually was like he had a melee and a long range attack. In this game, they modified it so what he shoots is actually little turrets that come out, which is kind of neat. So that's one of those kind of neat things about game design. Is stuff that you don't get to use sometimes, you get to reuse or have an opportunity to actually use in the future. Some of the other concept art, I actually had to stream that museum because it'd be a short little stream, but that other concept art in there and some of the other 3D models were pretty interesting about the direction that they were going to originally take. Here's Rapture in all of its glory again. She can swim a lot better than I can, apparently. Alright, so after this loads, I think I'll cut the stream short for this one tonight, since I've already streamed a whole bunch of the first Bioshock game. And we'll pick up on Bioshock 2 next time.
Ah, Herr Delta. You arrive, as the little one said you would. Come upstairs to the ticket booth, and I will offer what I know of you.
Yeah, you can actually see I actually have saved content from before. So that's it. Until next time.